Happy Mother's Day, crafty friends. And to all you mamas out there and grandmamas, because I'm sure you're doing just as much work, if not more, than when you had kids. I know my mom is. So I just wanted to share, this is a card I made for my Nani, so it's my mom's mom. And we're going to be going over there today to kind of see her. And I really like the way this card came out, and it was so super easy. I'm struggling with the lighting in here because it's kind of like a rainy day. I don't know if that's any better or any worse, but let me try that. So this card I made, and it was so easy and so fun. And you guys, this makes me want to try my hand at painting. So, and I'll tell you why. So to start off, I used this stamp that I got from, I showed you this in a clearance haul. Hobby Lobby was getting rid of a lot of their stamps. And this is a larger stamp, and although I really don't want to buy more woodblock stamps because I don't want to have to store them, this one caught my eye, and I will tell you a quick little story. But this one was at Hobby Lobby, and it was on clearance for $3, and then I think for me it ended up coming to like $2.50 for this big stamp. And as you see, and I love the way it looks sketched. Now, I don't know if that's picking up, and this is a little bubbly here, but if it really shows, but it really makes you feel like an artist when you're not. So I love that aspect of it. And my story is that, so my grandmother, she now lives somewhere in a new place, but my grandfather passed away a couple years back. And in the apartment that they lived in, they had a house for years and years, and then they, wanted it to be easier to where they didn't have to maintain, so they moved to an apartment. In the apartments they had, my grandmother had this really pretty, like, stained glass window and the sliding glass window, sliding glass door, and outside the door she had it all, like, her cute little garden with her rosemary and stuff like that, but she had a little hummingbird feeder hanging from the top, and all of a sudden, a flock, I don't know what the technical term is, but a flock of hummingbirds just, like, always came to her house. And I remember that was the very first time I ever saw a hummingbird in real life. And I may be a geek, call me a geek, but I think it was amazing. It was like, I couldn't believe my eyes. I could not believe how small they are and how incredibly fast their wings like flutter. But I just remember being like tearing up in my eyes because I thought that was so amazing to ever see one. And she's like, yeah. And for whatever reason at this apartment, they would always come see my Nani. And my sister even named the one Hummus. That would always be like, there's Hummus. And all my sisters got to see the hummingbird. And I even think Maya did because Maya was born at that time. But anyway, she since moved, and she moved closer to my mom, and she has hummingbird feeders out there. I'm not sure if she gets any there, but there's nothing like this apartment. Like, she had like a family of them come, and it was like amazing with all her flowers out there. So anyway, when I saw this stamp, I thought of her. So I've had it sitting for a while, but I was saving it for a special occasion. So I could not find my memento, and it kind of was like a happy accident because I couldn't find my memento tuxedo black so that I could do it with Copics. So I just used what I had, and I had this old pigment ink. It was actually this one, I'll show you. It was a pigment ink in coffee bean, and I just tried it, and I inked it and I stamped it, and then it came out really good. So then I thought, since I can't use my Copics, did I not use the cheapy, not even Crayola, some are Crayola, but most of them are Rose Art, which is even cheaper. These are my daughter's color pencils, and I just picked out some bright colors, and I really had fun coloring these. Now, I don't know if hummingbirds can really be this color, but that's the fun part of art, is you can do what you want. So I just did some like teals and some pinks and some yellows and just some fun, bright, happy colors. And then I colored all the little flowers and the little leaves and little buds. And then I used some blue just to do some shadows around it. And then I used some of my glitter paper, and I used this die that was from, I'm actually doing a destash of some of these because I wasn't going to use all of them that came with my Gemini, but I used these two, so I like these two. So I used that for this one. I stamped it on paper tray ink. I don't know if it's eggshell, but it has little specks, so that kind of went along with this whole, artisty theme. And I make up my own words, you guys. And then on this outside, I cut with my favorite glitter paper pack that I still use and love. And then I just used this little edger And I had to trim them because they kind of covered the image a little bit. So, and I just rotated them to where they would work for me. And then for these little yellow dots, I used when I got a bunch of, where are they? When I got these, same thing from my little clearance haul. So I knew I'd use them. When I got a bunch of these on clearance, the little like, what do we call these? Enamel dots. But I used some yellow ones, and that's what I used here on the corners, just to give it a little something something. And then I used this Mama Elephant, and it's called Mini Messages, this stamp set, and I used, let me see if I can use the back of this card. I used right here the Happy Mother's Day, but it says Happy Father's Day. There's a ton of little things in here. Now, I stamped that. I didn't use my Misty because I was being lazy. You know, sometimes you just don't feel like whipping that out. And plus, when I put my cards, like I did some dimension on here. So, anyway, this wouldn't normally be my style of cards. I'm not usually with the frou-frou and all that. I'm more like the whimsical little kitty type cards, like Lawn Fawn, that type of thing. But, when you're doing certain people, like this is my Nani, who is in her late 80s, and I love her dearly, but this would be a card that she would like. So you kind of adjust to, you know, whoever you're going to be, who the receiver is, the recipient is. And then on the inside, I don't know if the glare is just too horrible or if you can see, but I use that same matching glitter paper, and I use one of my AliExpress dies that say I love you, and then I just re-stamped the Happy Mother's Day inside as well as the outside. So I really had fun, and you could color this up a whole nother way and it would be a different one. So I'm going to keep my eye out for more of these sketch type stamps, because although they're not my usual style, I really enjoyed, and it's my Mother's Day too. So I talk about last minute, you guys. So I really enjoyed like coloring this up and just, you know, choosing my little color pencils and then making this like a little ombre bird. So it's very magical. So that's going to be for my Nani. I'm getting ready to make my mom one. And let me show you what Maya got me. My little bracelet for Mother's Day. She got me a lot of cute surprises, but this was one of them. So it was a little charm bracelet. It says, Mom, I love you to the moon and back. And it's really cute. So that's what you hear jingling. So anyway, I hope you all are going to enjoy your day no matter what you do. My mom on Mother's Day likes to be left alone. Well, not so much left alone, but she doesn't mind if anybody visits, but she says, I'm just going to kind of get dressed when I want to. I don't want to have to cook or, you know, rush to go do anything, just however the day goes. So I like her idea. My kids are a little too young to kick them out, you know, at this age, or kick them out for the day. And my hubby has to work all day, unfortunately. So, anyway, we're just going to kind of do a little visiting, and I can go visit my grandma. So I'll bring her this card. But whatever you guys are doing today, you are mothers who are appreciated. Believe me, mother to mother, I know how much work it is to take care of these little beings. So I see you and I appreciate you. So anyway, happy Mother's Day to all my crafty friends out there. And I hope you enjoy your day, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.